Hello, welcome. My name is Joy. Thank you for joining me for this restorative yoga class and joining the collective in calming our nervous systems and relaxing our bodies. We'll begin right away by lying on our backs in a corpse pose. Make yourself comfortable here in whatever you might need, maybe placing a pillow under your knees. Let your hands lay by your side and your feet splay open as you begin to deepen your breathing. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Maybe you feel your lower belly expand, your chest expand. Just become aware of your breathing and begin to deepen your inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a little squeeze, maybe bring your forehead to your knees, giving yourself a hug for showing up to your practice today. Plant your feet on the ground. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees splay open for Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly. I like to put a couple pillows under my knees or hips to allow my muscles to relax a little bit deeper and just find some more ease in this pose. You can also use blocks or just let gravity do the work. Maybe you let your hands rest on your upper thighs or on your belly, wherever feels comfortable for you. Once you find a resting pose here, start to re-deepen your breath, your breathing, and settle into this pose, allowing your body to relax and rest, knowing that there is nowhere else you need to be and nothing else that you need to be doing except being here with your body on your mat. If it feels comfortable, close your eyes to encourage introspection. I invite you to take a before picture of your body, how you're feeling in your body, what your mind is doing, where your breath is at. Just an overall body scan before picture of how you're feeling today, and letting yourself be as you are without judgment. Take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. And again on your own, inhale and exhale out your mouth. One more time, inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth, let it all go. Begin to wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Use your hands to close your thighs together like you're closing a book. Remove any props you might have had. Take your feet as wide as the mat and maybe begin to windshield wiper your knees, dropping them from side to side. Inhale, come back up to center. On your exhale, straighten out your left leg. Inhale, hug your right knee in towards your chest. Use your left hand to draw your knee across your body, flexing both your feet. Maybe let your gaze fall over your right shoulder, bringing your hand and your arm into a cactus, 90-degree angle. Deep inhale and deep exhale, releasing into this twist. Try to keep both your shoulders on the mat. Become aware of your breathing. No need to change it, just become aware. On your next inhale, hug your right knee back in towards your chest, give it a little squeeze. And on your exhale, switch legs. Squeeze the left leg in towards your chest. Inhale, draw your knee across your body with your right arm. Exhale, maybe your gaze falls over the left shoulder, releasing and relaxing into this twist. Become aware of your body and any sensations you might be feeling. If you feel any tenseness, maybe send some loving, healing, relaxing breath to that part of your body. Exhale out your nose. On your next inhale, hug your left knee in towards your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Hug both your knees in towards your chest on your exhale. Maybe rock from side to side, massaging the low back. Feel free to stay here or take happy baby, grabbing onto the outer edges of your feet, pulling your knees towards your armpits, towards the ground. Maybe find some stillness here or rock from side to side. Whatever feels good for you and your body. Slide your hands down to the backs of your thighs. Roll out your ankles, point and flex your toes. Grab onto the backs of your thighs and begin to rock on your spine, rolling up and down the vertebrae a few times before rocking all the way up to seated. Straighten your legs out in front of you, bringing your knees about hip width apart. Flex your feet here and bend generously into your knees to come into a forward fold. Inhale to lift your arms up overhead, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, melt your heart forward, bringing your nose to your knees, bending your knees as much as you need here. Inhale to find a little halfway lift, some length in the spine. Exhale, fold one more time, relaxing and folding a little bit deeper. Come back to your breath. Deep inhale through your nose and deep exhale. palms to plant on the ground and begin to slowly walk them towards your hip creases, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up. Bring the soles of your feet together to come into seated butterfly pose now. Begin to fold forward just as far as feels comfortable for you, hinging at the hips, keeping that length in your spine. You can rest on your forearms or on your hands, whoever feels comfortable for you. Begin to deepen your breath here and allow your hips to release and relax into the ground. The earth beneath you completely supports you here. Deep inhale through your nose and out your nose. Turn your hands to face the ground and begin to slowly press yourself all the way up. Roll over your knees and make your way into downward facing dog, whichever way feels good for you. Maybe bend into one knee and then the other. Press into your palms, pressing into all your knuckles, and think about wrapping your shoulders away from each other, turning your armpits towards one another. Bend your knees in order to get your hips high in the air. Release your neck. Bend your knees first, and then maybe think about bringing your heels towards the ground. Find some stillness here in downward facing dog. Cleansing breath together. Deep inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Option to stay here or take child's pose. Otherwise, if you want to come into a down dog twist, bring your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Think of opening your heart. Come back to a close down dog. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right ankle, gazing past your left armpit or your right armpit. Go ahead and come back, coming into child's pose, knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch. And crawl your arms out towards the top of your mat, letting your chest and forehead rest down on the ground and yearning your hips towards your heels. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Take a moment here in child's pose to intentionally show yourself some love. Become aware of your energy, your thoughts, your breath, your body, and intentionally send yourself some loving energy, letting yourself be as you are right now without judgment. Come up into tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, lift your gaze, open your heart space. Exhale, round the spine, drop the neck, push into your hands. Inhale, come into cow. Exhale, come into cat. Moving with your own breath. Maybe shifting forward, backwards, listening to your body, taking any intuitive movements that you might need in this moment. Moving with your own breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come back to tabletop. And we're going to take a melting heart or yogi's choice for a camel pose. If you want to come into heart, simply walk your hands towards the top of your mat and melt your heart towards the ground here, keeping your knees directly under your hips, and let your forehead rest on the mat. And if you want to come into camel pose, bring your knees hip width apart, lifting up, kneeling pose, and then bring your hands to your low back, your glutes, and begin to press your hips forwards, leaning all the way back, maybe letting your gaze fall back. And once you find your fullest expression, bring your hands down onto your ankles. You can tuck your toes for a little bit more height here, or you can flatten your toes if you have a little bit more space to open in your heart today. And wherever you are, deep inhale and deep exhale, relaxing and finding some ease in this vulnerable heart opener. Your breath is the perfect tool to find some comfort in these difficult poses. And when you're ready to come out of camel, bring your hands to your lower back and slowly make your way out of it the same way that you came into it. And if you're in melting heart, slowly make your way into a kneeling position. Sit back on your heels, resting the crown of your head over the base of your spine. Interlace your fingers behind you, lift your gaze to open your heart. Bring your interlaced fingers over towards the left hip point. Think of keeping your shoulders the same height, and let your left ear drop over towards the left shoulder, opening up the right shoulder and right side of the neck. Think of drawing your left elbow towards the right elbow. Maybe play with the position of your neck. Maybe point your gaze towards the floor or towards the ceiling. Just notice what feels best for you in this moment. On your inhale, bring your hands back to center. Lift your gaze, open your heart. Exhale, bring them over towards the right side, letting your right ear drop towards the right shoulder and drawing the right elbow towards the left. Come back to center. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, fold forward, letting your interlaced hands follow. Top of the head is on the mat, and take a moment to wring out the shoulders here. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, roll yourself all the way back up. Make your way into a seated position, and if you have water by you, I invite you to hydrate yourself. Take a drink of water, or just chug it real quick. Find a comfortable seat with your legs crossed, or feel free to take Shavasana in whatever way feels good for you right now. Maybe lying back on your mat, crossing your legs, laying on your stomach, maybe Supta Baddha Konasana again. And take a moment to take another picture of your body and your energy and your thoughts. Just become aware of how you're feeling and the effect your practice had for you today. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale through the nose and out the nose. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you would like to continue to rest in this state of calm and stillness, I have a 10-minute meditation on my page, and I'll link it in the description. Otherwise, thank you so much for practicing with me and the collective in calming our nervous systems. I appreciate each and every one of you, and if you would like to support this channel, a like and subscribe truly does help. And leave a comment and let me know how you're feeling. Namaste, yogis.